Hey there, kids. Welcome to a brand new episode of Common Agenda, the smash hit series that takes you through what's hip and cool around Emerson College. For instance, I bet you didn't know saying hip and cool was a thing. See, this is the kind of insight you're going to get here, my friends. I'm your host, Sam Howell, and it's time to buckle up because we're jumping right in. The Emmys aired a couple weeks back, which you might have caught if you weren't too busy freaking out over Breaking Bad. A few Emerson alums got some fancy trophies to take home, giving our humble little college more people to brag about. The writers of the Colbert Report took home the award for outstanding writing for a variety series, and among that group of very talented people are alumnus Opus Mareshi and Eric Drisdale. Additionally, the award for Best Music Editor went to alum David Klotz. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sam, you go to Emerson, you're on TV. Are you going to win the Emmy for Best Host of Anything Ever next year? And the answer is a resounding, yet coy, maybe. But hey, Hollywood's been kind to us Emersonians of late, and really, who could say no to this face? Emerson's own Carol Simpson was in the news recently as she was awarded the Barney Oldfield Distinguished Service Award Scholarship. Created in honor of Colonel Barney Oldfield, founder of the Radio Television Digital News Association, the award goes annually to an individual who has contributed to the growth and success of RTDNA. The organization provides training programs, seminars, scholarship support, and so much more for aspiring reporters. The executive director of RTDNA said they chose Carol as the recipient of the award because her, quote, encouragement and support of journalism students fosters a promising future for our profession. So congratulations, Carol. And hey, if you're looking to help the future of journalism, I hear a certain host of Common Agenda who is talking to you right now will be graduating this year and looking for a job. And what they lack in subtlety, they make up for with hard work and determination. Wink, wink. No, but seriously, Carol, let's be friends. In Emerson alumni news, alum Aaron Stockard has just been announced as the writer of the next Matt Damon and Ben Affleck collaboration based on the notorious Boston mobster Whitey Bulger. This marks the third collaboration between Affleck and Stockard in the writing department, having previously worked on the films The Town and Gone Baby Gone. Stockard followed the path that most Emerson film students hope to take, start off as a production assistant on a big film like Good Will Hunting, meet a couple key people, shake a few hands, and get the biggest opportunity handed to you on a silver platter. Congratulations, Aaron. It's always encouraging to see Emerson alumni showing off some success in the real world. One day, I hope to hear the 2025 host of the Common Agenda talking about how I finally realized my dream, becoming a world-famous Foley artist. Sports teams here at Emerson always seem to be the butt of the joke. I think it's time we cut them some slack, guys. Jocks have feelings too, or have you not seen Friday Night Lights? This one goes out to all the Emerson athletes out there. It was recently announced that our softball team had the highest grade point average during the 2012-2013 year in their division. Out of everyone in Division III of the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, our classmates came in first with a 3.7 GPA. Following them is Pomona-Pitzer College with a 3.664 and Wesleyan University with a 3.647. Now, I know I led you on by talking about sports only to immediately segue into academia, but hey, this is Emerson. Nobody really cares about sports here to begin with. Shoot, I tried really hard, athletes, I did. I wanted to be nice and give you your time. You finally get a story about how great you are and I ruined it. Really though, you deserve lots of praise. You just may never hear it. After all, you did choose art school, home of the backhanded compliments. One talented Emerson student was featured in news articles across the country recently when her drawings went viral. Jody Steele of the class of 2014 has received national media attention of late as her drawings have sparked a lot of public interest. Using a Pilot Precise V5 pen, Jody is incredibly gifted at drawing intricate caricatures. But this being Emerson College, of course, there's a catch. While all artists have a different canvas on which to express themselves, Jody has selected to sketch her masterpieces not on paper, but on her legs. Jody's leg art has received a lot of acclaim, and she's received several freelance job offers. So congratulations, Jody. You've turned doodling in class into a marketable skill. You're doing college better than any of us, and I hate you for it. Jamie Sanders is back again for a brand new segment here on Common Agenda. Jamie, why don't you tell us all about it?
Thanks, Sam. You know, you are really hip and cool. I'm actually joined here today by the lovely Jamie Loftus.
Hello.
I'll call her James She, and I'll be Jamie He, because we're both Jamies. And she is going to tell us about WERS. So, Jamie, what is WERS?
WERS is one of the 3 radio stations we have here on campus, and the difference of it between the other 2 is that we're a professional station. We're a non-commercial public station, and so we get funding from our listeners, and we play indie rock throughout the day, then some slow jams at night, and then we have Broadway tunes and a cappella on the weekend.
That's super cool. What do
Lots
you
of
do
stuff.
there exactly? Because you seem like a very important person.
Well, thank you. I am the program director at ERS, so what that is it's half managing a student staff and also working with the professional members of our staff to make the station everything it can be, and then the other half is making creative decisions, thinking of new features we can do, deciding what new music we're adding, and all the fun parts, basically.
That's super cool. But now that all that jib-jab is out of the way, we're going to do a scene. Okay, so I'm a freshman.
Okay.
And I walk in.
Ew.
Hello.
Sorry.
You're Jamie Loftus, the person who's in charge of things, a lot of things at WERS. I want to be involved in WERS. How do I do that?
Well, come back next semester. We do accept applications at the beginning of every semester for all 5 trillion of our departments. We have not only on-air DJs, but we have a web writing staff and a photography team. We have videographers. We have live mix assistants, which is audio engineering. We have a full news department. There's so much stuff, and there's always a big rush of applications at the beginning of every semester.
Well, now we're going to cut to the next semester. I didn't get in. Where can I listen to WERS while I cry?
Well, you can also listen if you do come in. But there's a lot of ways you can get WERS if you have a smartphone, which almost everyone does. We have the WERS app. You can tune into us on iHeartRadio.
Or you can tune in at 88.9.
Right on the dial at WERS, that's 88.9.
Cool. Well, I guess they were go like Bobby Felto. And now for all you boys and girls out there who are worried about something or other, I'm not sure, but there's a package for you, and I guess you're going to find out.
On a very exciting note by interviewing a 2008 Emerson grad, Tom Dunn, who is a writer, musician, and new media artist in Boston. First of all, thank you so much for being with us today, Tom.
Yeah, no problem.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. It's Friday.
We especially appreciate you taking some of your time out of your Friday night to be with us.
Yeah.
So first of all, could you just tell us, what you've been up to since you graduated Emerson in 2008?
Yeah. So since graduation, I've worked at the Huntington Theater Company here in Boston. I am the web and new media manager there, so I handle all the website and video content and social media. This building, there's 4 theater spaces and also several rehearsal spaces in it. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
In the theater next door is a small black box. It holds about 200 people. And Speakeasy Stage Company is doing a show called Tribes, which is it won the Olivier Award last year, or 2 years ago, I believe. And I'm a writer, musician, and I play with a few bands. I write plays, I write fiction, I write comic books, and I write articles and stuff for a few different websites.
Well, could you tell us how your Emerson experience helped this career that you have now?
I think Emerson really encourages a kind of go-getter attitude. I mean, it's a lot of like passionate people who go to Emerson and are constantly working, constantly going. Well, so right now we're in the Wimberley Theater at the Calderwood Pavilion, which is run by the Huntington. And I worked here as an usher during college, and then assistant house manager in the building. After college, I was job hunting, and they needed someone with some web experience. I was a theater studies and WLP double major at Emerson.
Wow.
But I happened to have, at that point, much more basic HTML experience, and then like Photoshop and Final Cut stuff, because everyone at Emerson has this.
Could you also tell us a little bit about, we know about how Emerson has such a strong alumni network, or even the Emerson Mafia. Could you tell us a little bit about some of the connections that might have helped you along the way?
My job here, I applied here as a freshman in college in October of '04 when the building opened, and the house manager then, Austin Nathaniel, was as an Emerson grad.
Wow.
And he had just finished at Emerson, and so I got the job here through that. I write for Quirk Books also. I do a lot of articles with them because my friend Brian McGackin is also an Emerson alum, and he has a book out with Quirk. And so I was put in touch with them through him. Just invaluable resources that you should take advantage of.
It's great advice. Thank you so much
Yeah.
again for your time.
You're welcome.
Once again, this was After Emerson on Common Agenda. Thank you.
Howdy everyone, my name's JD Knapp and I'm back to let you know what's going on here at Emerson and to get you back into the swing of things, kinda. This one goes out to all the Emerson sophomores out there. So if you're not a sophomore, feel free to zone out or think about how Lee Pelton takes his eggs in the morning. Fried? Scrambled? The world may never know. Anyway, sophomores, if you're looking to get an internship but don't know where to start, you should check out the internship GPS. Is it as exciting as it sounds? No. Twist? It's even better. It involves a series of 15-minute workshops which will teach you how to navigate eHire, punch up your resume, and start your internship search. It will take place on October 4th from 2 to 4 in the multipurpose room. So if you're interested, you should RSVP now because space is very limited. Just send an email to careers@emerson.edu or sign up on eHire. It should be a really, really helpful program. And Arts Emerson just closed out their run of Columbinus on the Paramount stage, and their next show is a mouthful. Baritones Unbound, celebrating the uncommon voice of the common man. That follows 3 men exploring the history of the baritone. It's led by Tony and Drama Desk nominee Mark Cuddish, who also conceived the project. Performances begin in the main stage of the Paramount Theater on October 8th and run through the 20th. For all you MT majors out there, or really anyone else who just likes to hear those sweet deep male voices, come on and check it out. It should be a blast and a half. And this Thursday, October 3rd, the Girly Project is hosting their annual stand-up comedy showcase. Come down to the Cabaret at 8 p.m. to see some super funny people be super funny, for free. Expect to see some real stand-up veterans, but there may even be some new talent from everyone's favorite year, the class of 2017. I have it on good authority that a couple people from the Common Agenda team will be performing for you as well. So if you think we're funny, you should come check it out. And on the off chance that you don't think we're funny, just blame the writers and give us another chance, please. And the Bright Lights screening series is hosting a showing of Yurt, Your Environmental Road Trip, an eco-documentary about a group of friends taking a year-long cross-country road trip focusing on environmental sustainability. The movie has won awards at film festivals everywhere, from Atlanta all the way down to Costa Rica. And if you aren't able to make it to the screening, the film is available to watch right now on its website, yurt.com, along with additional shorts from the project. The screening will be Thursday at 7 in the Bright Family Screening Room over at the Paramount. The director, Ben Evans, will also be there for a quick Q&A session after the movie, and it should be a really cool experience. So go be an Emerson student and ask him about rack focus or mise-en-scène or something. And all right, this talk about the environment is making me feel a little bit too much like an adult. I hear the good people of Kidding Around have got something pretty youthful up their sleeves involving puppets and a certain Disney princess. Let's take a look.
Smith reporting for Common Agenda's Stage Spotlight, shining the light on one of Emerson's theater troupes, Kidding Around. I'm here with the director of The Little Mermaid, Brian Dratch. So Brian, tell us a little bit about Kidding Around and how Emerson students might be able to get involved.
Sure. So Kidding Around is a student theater organization that does shows for young audiences, for children, and they do about 1 or 2 shows a semester. So we're doing the wonderful musical Little Mermaid that everyone knows, and the way we're doing it is actually we're taking a very small cast of 16 people, and we're doing it in like an ensemble style, so everyone's playing multiple characters, and also we're using puppets for all of the animal characters, for all the fish, and for the mermaid tails, and for Ursula's tentacles, so they're all puppets. So something that was really important to us when we were figuring out how we wanted to do this show was bringing in a theme other than just the show itself. So we knew we wanted to talk about the environment and about pollution and about water pollution and tie all of these environmentally friendly things together. So we came up with this idea to make all of the set and all of the puppets and all of the props out of trash and recycled materials as a way to share with kids fun ways to recycle things and fun ways to use these materials. I think my favorite part of directing, especially on this production of The Little Mermaid, is just I have an amazing cast and an amazing team, and getting to work with all of them and kind of be the person to tie it all together and lead the collaboration effort has just been amazing. And we started rehearsals a week ago, actually, and we're already doing a lot of dancing in studios like these and working on music, so they've been amazing. They've been so much fun. And our show goes up Saturday, November 2nd, and Sunday, November 3rd in the Cabaret Theater in the basement of the Little Building.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and we remind everyone to go see the show. And now, all kidding aside, this is Alex wrapping up for the Stage Spotlight section.
That's all for today, baby birds. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of The Common Agenda. Remember, this is only our first episode back, so forgive us for being a little rusty. I'm off to go bond some more with my fabulous co-host, JD Knapp. Jamie, you can come if you want, but be prepared for some super long cuddling sessions. Bring your pillow, a warm blanket, and your beautiful smile. If you can't get enough of us on your TV, be sure to follow us on Twitter at The Common Agenda. I'm Sam Howell of Wiedersehen.